y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Trying Success. So, I always do this, y'all. When I get started, it'd be like, it's like I don't have one of those intros. Everybody be like, we're gonna keep it short, but we're gonna keep it brief. I ain't got one yet, y'all. So I'm struggling with that. So I just say, welcome to Trying Success. So today I have an episode planned out for you all that's been kind of on my mind a little bit. And it's about the subconscious mind. I see a lot of stuff on TikTok about the subconscious mind, and a lot of it is really, really good. But I think the problem with just seeing and hearing about the subconscious mind, people kind of weird you out about how it really works. And they make it like real spooky, like you start playing this music in the background and start talking about the subconscious mind and what did it do, and then these little things start rolling around in the air, and it gets real kind of like, science, it just kind of weirds out. However, the subconscious mind is really, really, it's so true. It is so true. Your subconscious mind has a great impact on everything you do day to day. So I thought today, in this episode and a few episodes to come, I'll explain to you all, and for my version of how the subconscious mind has helped me create a lot of the successes that I currently have and have had and are going to receive. Notice how I said I'm going to receive. That's my subconscious mind letting me know that I'm going to keep creating the success that I have. So one of the things I went to try to look to see if I can give you all a written definition of what the subconscious mind is. So that's why I got my tablet, y'all. But anyway, the subconscious mind is based around memories, beliefs, and fears, and the subjective map of reality. Don't make sense, dude. So let me just break it down in my terms. When I was first started my first business, I don't think I had the subconscious mind down pat. Yeah, I didn't really know how it worked. My very first business, y'all, I started out selling medical equipment. I had the intentions. I knew what I wanted to do, and I had set my office up and all those things, but I did not know how to subconsciously manifest it in my head to see it. Basically, that's really what the subconscious mind, just short, is when you decide there's something you want to do, you have to see yourself doing it. You have to feel it. Once you get it down pat where you could see yourself doing it, or you could create the vision in your mind, the dream is kind of like a car. You see a car you like, and then you start imagining what that car would feel like, how the new car smell would be, how you would dress while you're in the car. That's how you make the subconscious mind work for you. That's just it in a nutshell, and that was one of the things it took me a few times in business to learn that I needed to do. It's kind of like just like I just said, there's no other way of putting it. You will see a lot of these things, people on TikTok talking about the subconscious mind, a lot of the, and they dress a certain way and it feels all weird, and I ain't even want to say church-like, but it just gets to be really just scary. So I don't want this to be scary. I want y'all to enjoy, because there's a lot of fun with creating a subconscious mind to get what you want. It is so, y'all, I'm telling you, it is true. It does work when it comes to health, when it comes to success and things that you want, places you want to go. And I know y'all have heard the terms about, heard people that have been incarcerated, and they said, well, I've traveled the world while I was in prison. There's a guy who wrote a book, and I wish I could remember, but the next time on my next episode, I'll tell you. I'll have the author of this book. But he talked about how he traveled while he was in prison. In his subconscious mind, he said he'd been places before. He'd gotten so deep with it until he would imagine himself in that place, what he had on, what it felt like, what the weather felt like, and just manifested it to be so in his mind, So in your mind, there's a lot of stuff you could do when it comes to the subconscious mind. And let me just tell y'all a little bit about the biblical aspect of it. So I'm not like big on like religion. I am big on spirituality, and so I don't want y'all to fight me on this. I just want you to kind of understand. The Bible itself is such a great map of the subconscious mind. To give you an example, it says, so as a man thinketh, is he. If you think something to be and you believe it enough, then that's exactly who you're going to be. So I don't like to discredit that the Bible is not good. What I will tell you is anything that's dealing with negativity is, I think, where people start pushing back on the Bible and start getting afraid and all that stuff in the Bible in my mind was not, or God did not create the wise or the wisdom or the examples of good for you to be afraid of. So, but that's another whole story. So I won't get into that with you. But I want to show you how the subconscious mind and how you hear people talk about the subconscious mind and how the Bible itself it works. You know, if you think yourself to be something, if you think yourself to be sick, you will be sick. If you're trying to work out, you're trying to get a certain body, you're trying to lose weight, you can do it if you put yourself in that subconscious mind frame. So, like for me, I'll tell y'all something quickly that I did. This is true. And every time I get a chance, I'll give you an example of what happened to me. This is not something that's made up. I remember I wanted to have a courier business, and I wanted to also use it to drive. I wanted to deliver packages, and I wanted to have kind of like a limo service. Let me tell y'all, when I tell you this is so true, I was somewhere, wherever I was, I saw this Cadillac. It was the DeVille Cadillac. It was like beige, and it was a four-door Cadillac. It was just beautiful. The car was loaded. It was a $54,000 car. I remember it like it was yesterday. Now, here's how the subconscious mind worked. When my mother was living, I used to always tell her, Mom, I'm going to buy you this beautiful Cadillac. I'm going to buy you this beautiful Cadillac. I had in my mind I was going to buy it for her. And my mom told me, she said, no, the Cadillac you're thinking about is going to be for you. Never thought anything else about it. Fast forward, I go and I start trying to create this business. Y'all, I did not have not one. I want y'all to understand when I say I had no money to start this. My credit score was 480. I remember like it was yesterday. Now that sounds like impossible, right? I was at my credit union at the time, the credit union I have now. So let me go back to the car. I was making a delivery for somebody, and there was this cream white diamond Cadillac, loaded, all the bells and whistles. I wanted that car so bad, and I started thinking, I'm going to do like I've heard other people say. I'm going to take a picture of this car, and I'm going to vision myself having this car with a 480 credit score. I'm not making this up. I promise y'all. Nobody co-signed for me or nothing. So anyway, I wanted to have the courier business, and I wanted to drive people around, because I had this one business where I was delivering. I would deliver packages, but I also used to pick this lady's daughter up and drive her back and forth to school. But I had a nice car, y'all. When I tell y'all, I was working for this attorney, and I told him, I said, I want to get this car, but I need to create the business so I can be able to get the car. He said, well, I'll be your first client. I was like, okay, cool. He said, how much are you going to charge me? So I told him how much you charge. He said, okay, well, this is what you do. Just write me out a contract and say, this is how much you're going to charge me every month. This man would pay me, I think it was $800 a month just to drive him a few places. Not a lot, but just a few places. And like maybe every once in a while, not often enough to charge me, for him to charge me for me to charge him $800. I'm sorry, $800 every 2 weeks. That's what it was. And then the young lady that I used to drive her daughter around, she said, well, just write me up a contract. Well, I see y'all know where I'm going with it. I know y'all know where I'm going with this. I took those 4 contracts, created a business. Mind you, now I had a 480 credit score. This is not the days of having a good business credit, none of that kind of thing. Excuse me. So Senator Leroy Johnson was the attorney I was working for at the time. He said, I tell you what you do. Why don't you take those invoices to your credit union and tell them you have a business already set up and you have some confirmed contracts, and watch they give you that car. I was like, you right, I'm gonna try it. I started believing it. My subconscious mind wanted that Cadillac so bad, I started believing that, y'all. And I went to the credit union, fill out the application, already knowing they're gonna tell me no, but I know they're gonna tell me yes. Notice that. I know they're gonna tell me no, but they're gonna tell me yes. Because the way my credit union worked, if they tell you no, then you can come back and you can get before the committee and then plead your case. See where I'm going? So they told me no. Then they let me go before the credit committee. I went before the credit committee. I said, listen, these are my 4 contracts. And I think my contracts is about $3,000. All of them total together, maybe $3,000 or $4,000 worth of deliverables. And so I gave them the contract. And there was this elderly lady that was sitting on the front. It was 6 people in charge of the committee. She goes, now, what makes you think that we're going to give you this money? I said, because I have the work to do the job and I can afford to pay it. She said, your credit score. I said, that ain't important. And they started laughing at me and said, why it's not important? I said, it's a number, but I need to give you the money. It's just a number, right? So what I did was, long story short, they ended up giving me the car. They gave me the car. All I'm trying to tell you all is the subconscious mind is really powerful. The easiest way to do it, I want you to always remember this, and I'm going to even tell you a couple of episodes with sickness and all those kind of things, jobs, all those kind of things. But always remember, if it's something that you want, it could be money, it could be health, it could be a great relationship, it could be whatever it is that you want it to be. I want you to imagine yourself having that. I want you to imagine what it would feel like if you had it. Then the universe will give it to you. So I just want to tell y'all a little bit about the subconscious mind. The next time we talk about this, we'll talk about the subconscious mind and the biblical undertone and the mystic thing that people do with it. We're not doing that on this channel, all right? We're not going to do that on these particular episodes, all right? Thank y'all so much. I want you all to do one more thing for me. Make sure you go to my bio. There's a link in my bio. I started a school. We'll talk about that too. And I want y'all to donate to our school. It's called Kids Success Educational Academy. I am the founder of the academy. One of got some great people working with me. So as a matter of fact, but anyway, I'm getting lost in the sauce. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching Trying Success here on the Old Fashioned Health Network. Good health inside and out. See y'all in the next episode soon. Peace.